you? I hope you're well and I hope you're really looking after yourself. Well, it's raining this morning and we are cruising, so it's going to be really interesting, these pieces to camera. Before I start the vlog, I want to say hello to Stephen and Elizabeth. It was really lovely to meet you the other day and really good luck with your boat build. So, all pigeons coming out of the trees. So I left you last at Bilfair Marina, but where do we go next? Well, we went through a really well locked up lock called Lod's End Lock, which had 2 padlocks on it, and that's just past Bilfair Marina. And then we travelled down to the Great Ravelly Drain. Now you can't actually moor there, there's no public moorings, so we decided to wild moor. Let's see how we got on. So what a beautiful place Great Ravelly was, and it was right near 2 wild fens, which just really beautiful to explore. And in the morning I would watch the squirrels hanging out of the hawthorn bushes and eating the berries. But you know, actually the land did belong to someone. It belonged to Farmer Jason, and he was so polite. He'd wave for the first couple of days, and then we got talking and we had some brilliant chats, and that's when I discovered that actually I was mooring on his land. Now, he was very kind, he let us stay, and he was just full of information about the local area, and he brought to the boat one day some really exciting treasures.
These are Bronze Age spearhead.
They're both,
this is at Bronze Age axe.
Yeah. Well, and then this was on the potato harvest. From Mum picked this off, and this is like a pull staff. So I thought it was like a handheld. So this is like sort of end of the Stone Age. My brother-in-law, I said he was a bit of a amateur, historian, archaeologist, and he said there would have been an overlap. But when you think that somebody's, well, sort of shaped that out of a piece of flint, just using another piece of flint, isn't it? He said they wouldn't have had sort of like some sort of abrasive thing that they could have, But when you think that you know you could drop that and and it could shatter, I mean, you just feel if you just hold it in I mean, you feel like it should be a handheld. You know, to like for skinning animals or. But that was like an axe head as well.
Where did you find this then?
Well, that's Upward Fen, Turf Fen. That's where to my uncle.
Yeah.
And happened to me, you know, I don't know. And that mentioned some of the things we'd found, and he used to farm some of the fields. And then of course then he said, well, I've got, and he came out and showed me this as well, which is once again an axe head. He'd picked that up from you know, within the same sort of area. I mean, it's like you know, like these things, they wouldn't have been discarded. They weren't just lost. So it does make you wonder whether there was actually some sort of a you know, burial, or I mean, a little bit like Flag Fen.
Yeah, so it's really sad when it was, you know, time to leave, because I felt that we'd made a great friend in Farmer Jason, and he works so hard on his farm, and he wants to make his farm more eco and climate friendly and rewild areas. So well done, Jason, you're an absolute star. And as we left, we gave the farmer what every farmer really likes, which is fermented grains, and lots of the fermented grains. And it was really kind because Farmer Jason gave me some black oak. Now, 5,000 years ago, an ancient woodland of black oak existed in the Fenlands, and because sea levels rose, these trees one by one fell and they were buried in the peat. And now farmers often find them when they're ploughing their land, and they are very rare pieces of wood that make beautiful furniture, and they're trying to be preserved. So black oak, I have a piece, and it looks like, and Jason said this, a snail on a log. So this black oak is going to go in my garden. Whilst I was staying in Great Raveley, I had a chance to explore Woodwater Fen and the Great Fen, and actually I tried to go on the Marsh Harrier Trail. So let's see how that worked out.
I totally am in the wrong colour to remain inconspicuous and well concealed and hidden. I should have thought that through. I just heard something. It sounded like a buzzard. I definitely just heard something. There was definitely something going on in those trees over there. There's definitely something going on in those trees. Okay, let's move slowly. They've come out to soak up the sun. I'm going to sit on that bench, but I'll be careful not to disturb them. Common darters, I think. Look at that, there's another one as well, back. Oh, look. I'm not going to sit down on that bench. They're enjoying it too much. Okay, round this corner, I've just spotted a deer. I haven't seen if it's a Chinese water deer. Let's have a look. It's very, very small. It spotted me, it spotted me. That is Chinese water deer. And a squirrel. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the squirrel comes back. Oh, what a shame he's running away from me. Right, so I've completely gone off track from the Marsh Harrier, and I'm trying to get a better shot of the Chinese water deer. It's just up ahead, so I'm going to creep really quietly in my fluorescent pink jacket and try and go unnoticed. I can get a bit closer.
So now it's time to sit back, relax and enjoy a mindful cruise, and this is when we had to say a sad goodbye to Farmer Jason. Look after yourself, take care, and please come and join me next week. Next week's vlog is not always about the best in boating, it's when things go slightly wrong. So come and join me for that disaster. Don't worry, it's only small. Okay, take care, bye bye. Flint napping, bronze melting, wild boar roamed the land, tractor turning, shovel shoveling, camera in my hand, head twister, hoot fluter, sleeping in the trees, grass grazer, water wader, spies me as it flees. Hands turn, soil turns, today becomes the past. Present living, kindness giving, stories told, hold fast.